together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good morning. Hope everybody's having a swell day. Morning, Brenda. Good to see you. Good to see you. You've been doing some travel and stuff. Yeah, good stuff. I did reach out to Drew. I didn't hear anything back. So give it time, Brenda. I'll get him on. Don't worry. After a while, he'll ask to be on. So if you are here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live video or the rewatch. If I say something you like, put up a thumb or a heart. If you don't like something I say, talk to your sponsor. No, I'm kidding. Put up like the O or mad or whatever. And as always, while I'm talking, you feel free to make your own comments. Did I do it again, Brenda T? I did, didn't I? I sure did. This is why I shouldn't talk about that stuff too shortly after I wake up. So, good morning, Gary. It's good to see you, man. So, before we get started, I was going to talk about 13th stepping real quick. Not that I see it going on, I just see it mentioned a lot in a group called Soberlicious, which I think I'm going to get out of. It's like you're required to put a half-naked picture of yourself on there in order to post or something. I don't know. I don't get it, and nobody wants to see this dad bod. Trust me, except for my wife, and it belongs to her. So, 13th stepping. So, 13th said, "Don't do it." All right, I'll stick around just for you though, because I messed up this morning. I owe you one now. But so 13th stepping is the act of somebody. Is the act of somebody trying to date or be with somebody that is new in the program. Okay. And I'm gonna this might be a little uncomfortable. All right. Usually I talk to men about this, right? Because I'm a man. This time I'm gonna pick on the women. Okay. You guys need to stop it too. Okay. Unfortunately, when we think of that stuff, we automatically think of men, and I think that's pretty unfair. Okay. Because I have been hit on in AA more than I have anywhere else. Okay. So, I hear it. Okay. It isn't about necessarily the sex. Okay. This is kind of what it is. This is kind of what it's about. This person's feeling lonely. They feel that, and they feel like they need somebody else in their lives to help them feel okay, which is for us the easier, softer way, right? The supposed easier, softer way, when actually it is not. But remember, this person is in desperation, man. So just don't. Nobody 13th step. It is highly inappropriate. Okay. And it doesn't do anybody any good. And you'll probably get yourself 86 from the AA group. I would 86 you. Easy. Everybody needs to feel comfortable. So, all right. So let's get to the reading. It's probably a little bit more interesting than this. Oh, you left that page too? Okay. Yeah, I think I may. It isn't for me. It's all right. Some of us, didn't we hurt anybody? Some of us, though, tripped over a very different snag. We clung to the claim that when drinking, we never hurt anybody but ourselves. Okay. And that's page 89. This kind of changed. Okay. And it's page 89. This isn't step 10. This is step 8. 79. Okay. Okay, good. I do know my steps. That's good. So it used to be, well, I didn't hurt anybody. But now, because of television and movies and blah, 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 everybody knows the secret to the 4-step and the 9-step. And now they try and get out of it this way instead. These are the two ones that I hear, and I love it. Okay. And they're just extreme opposites. Okay. It's either I didn't hurt anybody or nobody did anything wrong. One of the two things. To try and get out of it. Okay. No. That's not how it works. They pissed you off. Do the work. Write your 4-step. Okay. Do this stuff. It isn't for you to decide anymore anyway, is it? Yeah, aren't we practicing on letting go and letting God take care of these things now? So let's get in this. I'm just going to start at the beginning of it. Steps 8 and 9 are concerned with personal relations. First, we had to take a look backward and try and discover where we had been at fault. Next, we made a vigorous attempt to repair the damage we have done. And third, having thus cleaned away the debris of the past, we consider how, with our newfound knowledge of ourselves, we may develop the best possible relations with every human being that we know. Okay? Are you willing? That's an arduous journey right there. Okay? You're not going to get it all done in a month. You're not gonna, some are you got to get to right away, right? Like family members, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, wives, children, aunts, uncles, friends, right? Those are just the people right around you that you didn't affect. I just don't have that much power. I can't control anybody. All of that's a crock of shit. This is a very large order. It is. So how do you eat an elephant? A bite at a time. All right? Take it slow and easy. This isn't a rat race. I'm still working on my 9th step. It's going to be worked on for the rest of my life. There are some people I can't get a hold of, but I am willing to make those amends if the chance ever comes up. And it has come up for me. Like walking into a 7-Eleven and seeing a couple of police officers that used to come to our house every other night. That saved my ass. I got to do an amends with them. That was really neat because then they get to see that their work meant something. See how that's giving back? Okay? And the other neat thing is I got to tell them, I won't be bothering you anymore. You did what you needed to with me. I heard what you said, and I did something about it. How do you think that person feels now? He's going to go home, he or she's going to go home, be like, I got the coolest news today, hon, and blah, blah, blah. This is why I do my job. Okay? I know there's a big to-do about police officers. I've met hundreds of police officers, and most of them are cool as shit. Okay? So, sorry. That's been my experience. I'm not saying that, okay, I haven't been walking down the street and had a police officer come up and say, we were looking for somebody with your description. Okay? And back then I used to blow dry my hair, so it was all frizzy, and it was an afro. I'm like, oh, so you were looking for a white guy with an afro? I'm like, oh, okay. I was like 3 years sober. I was walking to an AA meeting. Surprise, surprise. All right. Is a task which we may perform with increasing skill, but never really finish. Learning how to live as the greatest peace, partnership, and brotherhood with all men and women of whatever description is a moving and fascinating adventure. Now, this doesn't mean everybody's going to like me, okay? Because they do not. They've made that very clear in the last month. You guys want to know? I'll sit down and tell you all this stuff that people have tried to do to take down Trudging Together over the last month. It's, in a way, hilarious. It doesn't matter. God. So, what do you even do with that? Well, I come into agreement with that. I tell you what I do about nothing. Yeah, we got other things to do, right? Okay. Not only that, but I've been there too. And I had to learn from my shit. So we have to understand that even though sometimes we might be feeling used or abused, that person may be changing, and who knows, it might come and give you a night step. Who knows? Right? If I can make another suggestion, don't burn your fourth step. Okay. Or at least make a picture or a copy of it first, so you don't have to rewrite your ninth step. Just a suggestion. That's all. For me, my 4 steps right here to remind me how to write it. Some people burn it. I came into agreement. Whatever your thing is, man, do it. Heck yeah. All right, let's get to this because we don't read step 8 much. I got 4 minutes. Every AA has found that he can make a little headway in this new adventure of living until he first backtracks and really makes a good, accurate, and unsparing survey of the human wreckage he has left in his wake. To a degree, he has already done this when taking a moral inventory. But now the time has come when he ought to redouble his efforts to see how many people he has hurt and in what ways. This reopening of emotional wounds, some old, some perhaps forgotten, and some still painfully festering, will at first look like a purposeless and pointless piece of surgery. But if a willing start is to be made, then the great advantage of this will... But if a willing start is made, then the great advantages of doing this will so quickly reveal themselves that the pain will be lessened as one obstacle after another melts away. Okay? Now, what they're saying is, once you get started, have a little bit of faith. Okay? God didn't bring you this far to just drop you off. Okay? Not only that, but God don't make junk. Right? When was the last time you heard that one? I haven't said that in a long time. God don't make junk. Period. And therefore, I do not treat his children like junk. I don't care who they are. That's of no concern to me. Even if that person doesn't like me, it does not matter to me. I can put my shit aside for a little bit because I truly believe that everybody deserves to be happy. I believe that. I believe that everybody deserves to be loved like I was loved. I believe that. All right, let's get to the rest of the reading. This step is so simple. I identified several people who I had harmed, but they were no longer available. Still, I was uneasy about the step, and I avoided conversations dealing with it. Yeah, we will do that, and that's a natural thing, guys. The thing is, you know about it, so you're also gonna feel responsible and accountable. Okay, and when you feel responsible and accountable, you are more likely to do the right thing. I learned to investigate those steps and areas of my life which made me uncomfortable. My search revealed my parents, who had been deeply hurt by my isolation from them, my employer who worried about my absences, my memory lapses, my temper, and the friends I had shunned without explanation. As I faced the reality of the harm I had done, step 8 took on new meaning. I am no longer uncomfortable, and I feel clean and light. Okay? This isn't going to be easy. It's simple. Okay? Some people are not going to be happy to hear from you. Some people are. Okay. You know, actually, I didn't even think of it. I didn't even think of this. But I was kind of making amends to my old boss yesterday. I guess I kind of did that. It's kind of cool that we do things and we don't realize. He and I have been through a lot, man, and I can't wait to talk to him. We did court stuff for a year and a half, federal court, being together all day, every day. You know, and at that time I was still drinking very heavily. And it turned out that he had a brain tumor. We didn't know that at the time. So now that he's clear of all this stuff, he's a different person. He's the person, because I always used to tell him, Dave, I know this isn't you. I know it's not. There is something up, man. So I'm happy to know that he's moved on with his life. He's happy. He's free. And it's awesome. Yes, it can be. It takes practice. It does. And the reason in the beginning that it's more exhausting, is because you're putting a lot of effort towards it. You're conscious of it. Your intentions are there. So you're creating even more emotions to be able to put towards that. It's us being human, man. It's a human being, right? So once you practice it, it won't do this to you anymore. All right? Because right now you're fighting with old behavior too. And that's very exhausting and confusing. All right? So give yourself a break. Okay? You should decompress. I decompress every day and Sundays. Okay? Decompress just means I go do something that doesn't require my brain. That's it. Okay? Video games, reading, listening to music, taking a walk, picking up dog poop. Do something. Okay? All right, guys. I'll be back for daily reflection tomorrow. I have no idea what God has planned for me today. But I'm fucking excited for it, even if nothing happens. Everything I've worked for in my life up to this point is coming to fruition, and it's the neatest thing in the world. Love you guys. Peace out, and have a day.